If you've ever had to copy information from a PDF invoice and put it into a spreadsheet or your accounting software, you know how frustrating that process can be. It's very slow, it's repetitive, and it's prone to errors. One small mistake can cost you or your customers money, or even worse, it can throw your books off. So in this video, I want to share with you a automation in Zapier that can handle all of that for you. When an invoice arrives, it can find any key information such as the products and services, the amounts for those, the total amount owed, any contact information, any due dates, and then send that information over to your accounting software or Google Sheets or wherever you'd like. Whether you're a freelancer tracking down invoices or a business handling many vendor invoices, then stick around because this video can really save you time and make your life less stressful. So welcome back to the channel. I'm Eddie with LocodeSystems, where we help businesses grow by saving your team time and removing bottlenecks with custom automations, integrations, and apps. So let's dive in. Here I have outlined the flow just to give you an idea of what's going to happen. So the first thing that happens is there's a trigger. In this example, we're using the emails by Zapier as a trigger. So whenever you receive an invoice, you can forward it or send it into a dedicated email, and that's going to kickstart the process. But this could be anything from a webhook or an app like QuickBooks or Gusto, whatever you're using or wherever you're receiving your invoices. Then the next thing you probably want to do is you want to save that invoice into a cloud storage. So in this example, we're going to be using Google Drive, but you can use anything like OneDrive or Dropbox, whatever you have. Then you want to send that invoice into an AI model. For this example, we're going to be using ChatGPT. I found that's the most reliable. It works pretty well, like 99% of the time. And that's going to give us the key information we need. From there, you can send that information into a Google Sheets or wherever you'd like. That could be a team member or an accounting platform. Then we're going to check if the data was accurate. If it wasn't accurate, then we want to let a team member know to manually review this invoice and verify that everything is correct. If it's 100% accurate, then we're just going to notify the team, let them know it's been successfully processed. And from there, you can add more steps, such as sending the information into an accounting platform or someone on your team, or send automated reminders. But for this example, we're just going to stop at the notifications down here. Before we dive into the actual Zapier workflow, I'm going to give you a quick demo of how this works. So I'm going to head over to my email, and then here I've already attached an invoice to test with. Here's a dedicated email, and I'm going to send this. From here, it takes a little bit to get picked up by Zapier, but I'll come back once it's been processed and we'll look at the results. Okay, so this usually takes about a minute or two to process. But here you see the run that just happened. We can see that the new inbound email came through. It was uploaded to my Google Drive. Then we sent that over to ChatGPT, and then they returned us the key information. And let me show you the invoice so you have an idea of what it looks like. So here is the invoice. You can see I want to get all this information such as the bill to, the invoice details, the due date, the services and products here, and the total amount, as well as a note to the customer. And as you can see here, it was able to extract all that information pretty accurately. The services and products could be improved on the formatting, but overall this looks pretty solid. And then I've added a couple extra fields here, such as needs review, and if there are any fields to review, it's going to list them here. And then it's going to run some JavaScript to format that output into a valid JSON format. And then we're going to send that information into Google Sheets. Here we have two paths. So if it's confident that it doesn't need review, it's just going to notify on Slack saying that it ran successfully, and it's going to link to the invoice in Google Drive as well as the Google Sheets. But if it wasn't accurate, then it will let them know, hey, please go manually review this, and they'll have the links in there so they can quickly go make any updates they need to and be done with processing. So I'm going to dive in and break down each one of these steps so you can build this as well. If we go to Google Drive, you can see that here is our invoice that it uploaded. And if you go to our Google Sheets, then here you can see all the information it extracted. So we just have the company address, due date, the amount for the services and products, as well as all these other information and a link to the drive for that invoice. Let's take a look at how you can build this for your team. So I'm going to click Edit SAP and just walk through each one of these steps. So again, if you want to, you can use this same trigger. So you would want to choose new inbound email by emails by Zapier. That's the app. That's going to give you a predefined email. You can give it a name. In this example, I've named it invoice processor. So whenever I need to process an invoice, I'm going to send it to this inbox. From there, I've connected my Google Drive and I've selected the exact place where I wanted to save the invoice. And I've added the file, the attachment that came through from the email, as well as the file name. I don't want to convert it, so you can just say that false. Here's my prompt that I use to have ChatGPT parse this information. So I give it the task, I give it the role, and then I break down all the fields that I wanted to find. And then lastly, very important, I add these two last fields where I say, if you're not 100% sure or confident on the fields you extracted, or you have any fields where you have filled with not found, then set this to false and list the fields here that need to be reviewed. Here I give it some more guidance on how to format dates, how to format the line items for the services and products, the address, and I tell it an example output. Very important to do this, otherwise it might give you text and it just becomes harder to process this if you don't give it an example output. So here you have the invoice PDF to extract the fields from. I've attached it directly into the prompt as well as down here into the files field. I'm sure if you just attach it into the files field, it should be fine. But for this example, I put it in both places. And then here I have some JavaScript that simply goes through the response from ChatGPT. And the reason I do this is because ChatGPT returns a string as a response, so it's just like a sentence. And then I want to parse that into JSON so that I can easily use those fields to fill out my Google spreadsheet, or if you want to, you can send that information into your accounting software. And I've accounted for some of the formatting that ChatGPT returns, such as these 3 quotation marks, JSON. That's usually what it responds with, because it thinks that you're using the UI where you can easily copy and paste the JSON. So I have to account for that edge case. Next, you want to connect your Google Sheets or whatever other spreadsheet service or place that you want to send this information. You want to connect to that, and you can easily map the fields that ChatGPT gave you. As you can see, I mapped all information here, sent that into Google Sheets, and then I have this split into paths. So I use those previous fields, right? So if ChatGPT is not 100% confident on their response, then it's going to say false, and I can send a notification to my team saying this failed to process successfully, so please do a manual review. And I link both the Google Sheet and the Google Drive link so they can quickly go and do that review. If it doesn't need review, then that's even better, because I just have to notify the team that the invoice came in and it's been processed successfully. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've ended the flow here by notifying the team, but you can do a lot of things with this, right? You can send this into Airtable, and you can connect that into something like Software and build a dashboard where someone on your team or yourself can go and easily manage this information. Or you can grab that information and send it to more places. I can see this being super powerful if you grab this extracted information and send it directly to your invoicing platform or your accounting software. That can really speed things up for you. Or you can send automated reminders so you don't have to track down invoices. So I hope you really found this workflow helpful. It has really made my life easier, especially when it comes to tracking down invoices and processing them. It saves me a lot of time. It has saved a lot of time for some of the customers we've implemented this for. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Visit our website at LocodeSystems.com, book a free consultation, and you can explore the ways that you can use automation to save your team time and remove bottlenecks so you can all work more efficiently and you can focus on growing your business. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.